Hey guys, Jake Perkins with Perkins Acres YouTube channel. I see a lot of questions on the forums on Facebook and everything else that, always questioning the best moisture meters to put on the tractors or in the hand or bale ones. You got the bale tester, the Windrow tester, and chamber testers. Well, I actually happen to have all three. When I was doing square bales and round bale, and when I started off just doing square bales, it was pretty important because you're storing them for people in their loft for months at a time. You want it to be good. And out here on a day like today, I don't know if you guys will be able to make it out on the camera, but the Canadian wildflowers, yeah, I wish they were wildflowers. The Canadian smoke is here, pretty thick today, and the humidity is just through the roof. So it's tough. I mean, you can do the old field test, twist it around, get it to break, but it's nice to have a little bit of electronic device backing you and just verifying that you're in good shape. So here we got the Agritonics H2 Pro. This is the bale, round bale tester. Take this off, shove it in the bale, press the button, wait and see. This one here is a Windrow tester. This is from New Holland. You fill the bucket up, what is it, about 3/4 full to the tape line, then you try to apply 50 pounds of pressure to this thing and hit the button and it gives you a reading. And then in the tractor, we have the Agritonics also. This is the chamber moisture meter. This I had picked up when I did round and square bales, and this gives you two sensors so you can put them on each side. So that gives you a pretty accurate reading. All three of them will be a different number guaranteed. I'm gonna try to go right out in the middle of this field. I made one bale. We're fighting moisture right now. Like I said, the humidity, the smoke, the sun's not really shining. It's bright out, but the sun's not full casting over the field. Brother out raking, getting it done. We're gonna grab these two, do a quick test, and hopefully I can get back in the tractor and get baling. It's gonna be a hot one. We got rain coming tomorrow afternoon, chance of showers. Probably be some thunderstorms just because of the humidity. But you see, we got still some pretty good color. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. And this stuff for being almost July. I've definitely had first cut and go longer than this, but it's been an odd year, that's for sure. I'm gonna go up. I got one bale made up here, and I was reading in the tractor we were between 15, 18, 20%, a little higher than I'd like to be. I'm not putting any Silo King in right now. Shouldn't have to in first cut, and that one's almost 90 out, so just give it a little more time. We have about 25 acres to bale up today, so should have no problem getting it done. It's a Timothy Orchard mix. It's an older stand, a couple weeds in it. It doesn't make bad hay though. It sells. So, thing we got here, got this, I don't know what this thing does, but here we go. Clean probe, holding the air without clip, press and hold button. Unit displays. Nice clean tip, it says. Roger that. This will give you the moisture and the temperature of the bale. So that's kind of nice. So we just shove it in here. As far as it will go. Hit the button. And see, this one's saying it's 30%. The tractor was saying about half of that. Let's try it right here. Hold the button, 23%. So, I'm gonna calibrate this thing quick. So we take this thing, I just cleared it up, reset it, gave it that's what this thing's for, recalibrate it for a new day. So you just take it here, shove it in the bale somewhere. It's pretty good tight bales, I bet you there's a little bit. So this thing's gonna tell us 21.5 one spot, the one right here, 28. So I mean, you're talking 10% in the same bale. It's kind of hard to believe. In the same windrow in the middle of a field, and then there's 17. So we kind of all over the place there. Not very accurate. as far as numbers go. We're gonna grab a, so that's the bale probe. Next one we're gonna do is the windrow. Fill this up best we can. Point is, as much hay as you can fit in the bucket. This fancy probe here, you stick it in middle, 50 pounds of pressure is what you want. You hit the power button. It says RUN 14.7. So that's a pretty good reading. That's hay ready to bale to me. Anything under 15, we're good to go. No problems at all. I'm guessing we're gonna see some between 8, 12, 15% out here. But, so, what I'm trying to get at is, this bale came from this windrow right here. This one's right here next to it, middle of the field. You know, the sun's been the same, rake time's been the same, tedded the same amount of time, cut the same amount of time. And the bale probe one is showing us anywhere between 17 and 30. The windrow showed us 14. So which one do you go off of? I don't know. Let's go up a little further here where the field flattens out. We could definitely see when I was cutting this, there was a big difference in the windrows between the low spots and the high spots. So, fill this up again. I do like the probe for the windrow because you're getting an idea how much moisture you got before you make a bale, which is pretty handy. Right, truck full there. 50 pounds of pressure, give or take. I put pretty much my whole weight on it. 16.3. So this stuff's a lot more, this probe itself's a lot closer in numbers than the two tests than we did with that bale probe one. You know, the bale probe had almost 15% variation, where this was only a couple percent variation. So we're gonna jump in the tractor now. I'm gonna get baling, and we're gonna see what the agritonics in the cab does. The last thing we got to try is the old school. Nice little pump of hay here. 2 handfuls of hay. 1, 2, 3, and it breaks. So old timers would say that hay's good to bale, and I would agree. It feels good. I'm not sure if it's not the moisture in the air that's kind of affecting what these readings are, but it's good to have an idea. I wouldn't rely your whole baling operation on them, because you're probably going to end up waiting around a lot for hay that's ready to go. So we're going to jump in the tractor and we'll see what that one has for us. All right, we're off and going. There's no hay in the chamber yet, so right now it just reads low. We're going to reset that, good and clear. I'm going to say era, calibrating. Now we are zeroed out. We're gonna head right back for the middle of the field, get an idea. This thing takes to about a 34-inch bale to really start calibrating just where it is in the chamber. Best place we could put it. Definitely the best windrows we've had all year. Instead of waiting, we jumped the gun like everybody else and waiting. So here we go, 34-inch bale, starting to get a reading. This 19, pretty accurate to the other windrow tester. 14, that's where we want to be. This is that Windrow that I had actually stuck the Windrow tester in. The baler has two different spots on it where it's getting the reading from, and it's putting it together and giving you an average. My opinion, I think that's the way to go. I had the little smaller box from Agritronics, but it was just one probe on the square baler, and you know, it worked good, but it's better to have two each side of the bale. We're just peeping because we're finishing up this bale. But so that whole row just came out of it now, but that whole row was about 13%. 13 to 16, might have had an 18. That's pretty accurate. Now, I've not been picking up any hay, and you get numbers like that. Oh, go back down to 13, but it was just 38. So you got to kind of average it yourself as well. Like I said, this is definitely 22 there. Definitely the one I use the most. I haven't took out the Windrow tester or the bale tester all year. I just kind of got an idea of what we're doing, and you know, feeling the hay is still the best way, I think. That's a bale complete. We're gonna jump out. I have the bale one with me. We'll give that a check as well. Grab this thing. Yes, door's open. Right. Decent looking bale, nice and round. A little off on one side, but not by much. We'll go to the harder side, it looks like here. Shove this thing in. Check it. 25. I find it real hard to believe that that's 25% moisture in this hay. So I don't use this one very often just because I feel like it's always high, about 10 to 15% higher than it should be, which would make sense if everything. The other two are telling me between 12 and 15, 16%. This one's telling me 25, so about 10% higher than it really is. Open the door. So that's my opinion on the three. I don't know, there might be a couple others out there, but those are the ones that I had available. Like I said, I've bought them over the last 10 years trying something new. I usually don't use it much during first cut, and it gets a little harder. Third cut and it's soft. You know, it's kind of harder to tell if it's dry or not. That's when I like to take them out, give it a test a few spots. But that's my 2 cents. Do with it what you want. And hey, don't forget to like and subscribe our farming channel. We do some excavation on it, a bunch of wrenching in the garage, and just try to go over the day. But thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.